Chosen ones, listen with the inner ear of your soul. You did not arrive here by chance, nor by wandering curiosity. You were guided gently but deliberately to this moment. Something within you recognized this frequency before your mind understood it. You are here because your spirit is ready to remember, to soften, and to grow. This space is sacred, and you are safe here. Breathe. Let the noise of the world fade, and allow my voice to meet you where you truly are. Beloved elect, before we walk together into this prayer, I invite you into a simple act of alignment. If this channel speaks to your soul, subscribe with intention. It is not a click of habit, but a choice to remain connected to messages meant to strengthen, protect, and awaken you. Activate the notification bell, not out of urgency, but as a symbol of readiness, so that when a word meant for you is released, your spirit will not miss it. I also ask you with love to share this message with someone close to your heart. Light is not diminished when it is given away. It multiplies. There is someone you know who has been carrying silent shadows, someone who may not know how to ask for help. By sharing this prayer, you may become the answer to a question they whispered in the dark. This is how healing travels, quietly and powerfully, from soul to soul. Now take a moment to leave a comment below. It can be a single word, a name, or simply "I am ready." This is not for algorithms. It is for intention. When you write, you declare that you are present, willing, and open. You prepare the inner ground so the prayer may take root deeply within you. Chosen ones, understand this clearly. This prayer matters. It is not entertainment nor coincidence. It is a meeting point between your awareness and your healing. You are not broken for having shadows. You are human, sensitive, and courageous. And today you are exactly where you need to be. There is no delay, no mistake, no missed step. This moment has been waiting for you as much as you have been waiting for it. As we continue, I ask you to remain focused, gently attentive. Let distractions pass without resistance. If thoughts arise, allow them, then return to the sound of these words. And if you are tired, deeply tired, you may rest. You can let this prayer play while you sleep. Know this, your soul listens even when your body rests. Healing does not require effort. It requires permission. So settle in, elect, loosen your shoulders. Release your jaw. Allow your breath to deepen. You are held. You are guided. You are protected. What you are about to receive is meant to help you recognize and welcome your shadows, not as enemies, but as teachers. Stay with me. This journey begins now. Remember, chosen ones, you do not need to prove anything here. You do not need to be strong, enlightened, or certain. You only need to be honest with yourself. This is a gentle threshold, not a test. If emotions rise, let them rise. If tears come, allow them. They are signs of truth moving within you. Nothing about your experience is wrong. Everything unfolding now is part of your return to wholeness. As you listen, imagine this space wrapped in quiet protection. No judgment can enter. No harm is permitted. Only clarity, compassion, and understanding are allowed to remain. You are surrounded by a presence that sees beyond your mistakes and understands your becoming. Trust this presence. Trust the process. Trust yourself enough to stay. Once again, breathe. Feel the ground beneath you. The support you may have forgotten was there. You are not alone in this work. Many of the elect are listening alongside you, each in their own space, yet connected in purpose. Together we begin. Let this be the moment. You stop running from yourself and start walking inward with courage. Everything you seek begins here, in awareness, in acceptance, and in the quiet decision to remain present with your truth, guided by love, patience, and wisdom. Chosen ones, now we turn inward with courage and reverence. To recognize your shadows is not to invite darkness, but to invite awareness. Shadows are the parts of you that learn to hide in order to survive. They are unspoken fears, unexpressed grief, buried anger, forgotten dreams, and tender wounds that never received permission to heal. They formed quietly, often when you were doing the best you could with what you had. There is no shame here, only truth. Many of the elect carry shadows not because they are weak, but because they are sensitive and perceptive. You feel deeply. You notice what others ignore. When pain appeared, you absorbed it rather than projecting it. Over time, This created inner rooms filled with emotions you were never taught how to hold. Sacred awareness begins when you stop pretending those rooms do not exist. Recognizing the shadow does not mean judging it. Judgment keeps the shadow alive. Awareness softens it. As you listen, allow yourself to notice patterns within you. Notice reactions that feel automatic. Notice moments when you withdraw, defend, or doubt your worth. These are not failures. They are signals. Each signal points to a place that once needed protection and still seeks understanding. Beloved elect, your shadow is not your enemy. It is a messenger, carrying information about unmet needs and unresolved experiences. When ignored, it speaks through anxiety, exhaustion, or self-sabotage. When acknowledged, it begins to relax. Awareness tells the nervous system that danger has passed. It tells the inner child that someone is finally listening. In this sacred moment, simply observe. Do not rush to fix anything. Fixing implies something is wrong. Instead, witness what arises. You may sense memories, emotions, or sensations in the body. Let them surface without resistance. Breathe as they appear. You are strong enough to see yourself clearly now. Understand this truth. Light does not eliminate shadows by force. Light reveals. And revelation is the beginning of freedom. Every shadow you acknowledge returns a piece of energy to you. Energy once spent on suppression becomes available for growth, creativity, and peace. Chosen One's awareness is an act of love. By seeing yourself honestly, you declare that every part of you deserves presence. Nothing within you is accidental. Nothing is unworthy of compassion. Stay here, attentive and gentle. This recognition is sacred ground, and it prepares the way for transformation to unfold naturally, safely, and in perfect timing. Remain present, chosen ones, with what you have discovered. Let awareness settle like soft light across your inner landscape. You are not required to confront everything at once. Trust the rhythm of your soul. What is ready will reveal itself gently. What is not will wait without punishment. This patience is wisdom. As you sit with awareness, notice how the body responds. Perhaps the breath deepens. Perhaps tension loosens. These subtle shifts are signs of safety returning. The shadow relaxes when it is seen without threat. You are learning a new language with yourself, one built on listening rather than control. Honor this step. Many never dare to look within. You have. That alone marks growth. Stay open, stay kind. Sacred awareness is now active within you, preparing the next movement of healing with precision and care. Receive this moment fully. Let it anchor within you. Awareness has opened the door, and nothing can undo that knowing. You are awake to yourself now, and this awakening will continue unfolding with grace, courage, and steady protection. You are safe to see, safe to feel, and safe to remain present. Here and now, beloved elect, chosen ones, having recognized the presence of your shadows, we now step into a deeper and braver movement, the act of naming and accepting them. This is the moment where truth becomes liberation. To name a shadow is not to condemn yourself, but to end the silence that kept it powerful. What remains unnamed tends to grow in the dark. What is named can finally be held in the light. Many of you were taught to be strong by denying your pain, to be spiritual by avoiding discomfort, to be chosen by appearing whole. But hear this clearly. Beloved elect, you were never chosen because you were flawless. You were chosen because you are willing to become whole. Wholeness does not reject any part of the self. It gathers everything back into unity. As you listen, gently allow words to form within you. Perhaps the shadow is fear of abandonment. Perhaps it is resentment you felt ashamed to admit. Perhaps it is grief you never allowed yourself to feel, or anger you swallowed to keep peace. Say its name quietly within. There is power in this honesty. You are not speaking against yourself. You are speaking for your healing. Acceptance is often misunderstood. It does not mean approving of harm, patterns, or behaviors that no longer serve you. Acceptance means acknowledging that these shadows existed for a reason. They once protected you, taught you, or helped you endure something that felt overwhelming. When you accept them, you honor your survival instead of punishing it. Chosen One's resistance is exhausting. Many of you have spent years fighting parts of yourselves. wondering why peace felt distant. The moment you stop fighting, energy returns. Acceptance allows the nervous system to soften. It tells the inner world that the war is over. Nothing within you needs to hide anymore. Speak gently to your shadow now, not with authority, but with respect. You might say, I see you. You might say, I understand why you formed. You might say, you are allowed to exist. Even as I choose to grow, these simple acknowledgements dissolve layers of tension that logic never could. Understand this sacred truth. Acceptance is an act of courage greater than denial. It requires humility, patience, and trust. It is easier to pretend than to be honest. Yet you are here listening because your soul is ready for honesty. This is the threshold between fragmentation and integration. Do not rush yourself. Naming and accepting is not a single moment, but a relationship you begin with yourself. Each time you choose truth over avoidance, you reclaim a piece of your power. Each time you accept rather than reject, you build inner safety. Chosen ones, let this act of truth settle into your being. Feel the subtle shift. You may notice relief, emotion, or stillness. All are signs of alignment. Nothing has gone wrong. Everything is unfolding as it should. Remain here, breathing steadily. Acceptance does not make you smaller. It makes you free. By telling yourself, and from integrity, true transformation begins. Remember, beloved elect, you are not defined by your shadows. You are defined by your willingness to face them with honesty and love. This is the path of maturity, wisdom, and spiritual strength. Walk it without fear. You are supported, protected, and guided as you move forward in truth. Chosen ones, now that truth has been spoken and acceptance has opened the door, we move into the most transformative force of all, compassion. Compassion is the medicine that allows healing to reach places that discipline and willpower never could. It is mercy turned inward. It is the moment you stop treating yourself as a problem to solve and begin relating to yourself as a being to care for. Many of you learned to survive by being hard on yourselves. You believed pressure would produce strength, that criticism would prevent failure, that self-denial was holiness. But hear this gently, beloved elect. Harshness does not heal wounds. It deepens them. The inner self does not bloom under judgment. It blooms under safety. Turn your attention now to the parts of you that have carried guilt, regret, or self-blame. These parts are often tired. They have been holding the weight of past decisions, missed chances, and moments you wish you could rewrite. Approach them slowly, as you would approach a wounded child or a frightened animal. With softness, with patience. Compassion begins with permission. Permission to feel without explaining. Permission to grieve without rushing. Permission to be imperfect without punishment. You are not behind. You are not defective. You are human, learning through experience. When you extend mercy to yourself, you interrupt cycles of shame that have kept your energy bound. Beloved elect, forgiveness is not only something you give to others. It is something you owe yourself. Forgive the version of you who did not know better. Forgive the version of you who chose survival over authenticity. Forgive the moments when fear spoke louder than wisdom. These versions of you were not failures. They were stepping stones. As compassion deepens, notice how your inner dialogue begins to change. The voice that once accused may soften into understanding. The tension you carried may begin to loosen. This is not weakness. This is healing. Mercy allows the nervous system to feel safe, enough to release what it no longer needs to hold. Speak kindness into your inner world now. You may say, you did your best. You may say, you are allowed to rest. You may say, I am learning. And that is enough. These words are not affirmations of denial. They are declarations of humanity. Chosen ones, compassion does not excuse harmful patterns. It transforms them. When you feel safe inside, you no longer need to repeat what once protected you. Mercy creates space for new choices to emerge naturally, without force or fear. Stay with this softness. Let it wash through you. If emotions rise, welcome them. Tears are not weakness. They are release. Stillness is not avoidance. It is integration. Trust what unfolds. Remember this sacred truth. The way you treat yourself teaches your soul what it deserves. Choose mercy. Choose patience. Choose gentleness. These are not luxuries. They are necessities for growth. Beloved elect, healing through compassion is not a destination. It is a practice. Each moment you choose kindness over cruelty, you heal a layer. Each time you pause instead of punish, you reclaim peace. Remain here for a breath longer. Let mercy settle into your bones. You are worthy of the same love you offer so freely to others. And as you learn to extend compassion inward, your shadows soften, your strength deepens, and your wholeness becomes undeniable. Chosen ones, as you integrate your shadows with awareness, truth and compassion, it is essential to remember this. You are not unguarded in this sacred work. Divine protection surrounds you now. When you turn inward, you do not walk alone. A higher presence stands watch, ensuring that nothing you uncover can overwhelm or harm you. You were held within a field of safety, wisdom, and order. Many fear that looking within will invite chaos, that acknowledging shadows will weaken them or open doors that cannot be closed. This fear is understandable, but it is not true. Integration under divine protection brings balance, not disorder. What is seen in the presence of protection loses its power to dominate. No shadow is stronger than the light of conscious awareness, guided by higher wisdom. Beloved elect, call to mind now the presence that has carried you through every difficult season. The same force that preserved you when you were unaware is now actively supporting you as you choose awareness. This protection is not passive. It is intentional, precise, and deeply personal. It adapts to your needs, strengthens your boundaries, and steadies your heart. As you integrate, imagine a calm and steady light surrounding you. This light does not force anything to change. It simply maintains order. Within this light, nothing false can attach itself to you. Nothing harmful has permission to remain. You are sovereign within your inner world. Only what serves growth, clarity, and peace is allowed to stay. Chosen ones understand this. Your shadows do not control your destiny. They are experiences, not rulers. Divine protection ensures that as you integrate, wisdom leads the process. You will not be asked to face more than you are ready to hold. Healing unfolds in measured steps, each aligned with your capacity and strength. Let this protection also teach you boundaries. You are allowed to say no. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to step back when needed. Protection is not only spiritual, it is practical. It shows you when to pause, when to continue, and when to seek stillness. As you breathe, feel this protective presence settle into your body. Perhaps you sense warmth, grounding, or calm. These are signals of alignment. Trust them. They are reminders that you are supported at every level. Beloved elect, nothing you discover within yourself can separate you from guidance or grace. There is no hidden truth about you that disqualifies you from protection. On the contrary, your willingness to face yourself strengthens the connection. Courage activates support. Remain steady now. Let confidence replace fear. You are not dismantling yourself. You are organizing yourself. Integration under protection brings coherence. It allows all parts of you to work together rather than against one another. As this phase completes, affirm silently, I am protected as I grow. I'm guided as I heal. I'm safe as I become whole. Let these words anchor into your awareness. Stay here a moment longer. Divine protection remains active, constant, and attentive. You may move forward without fear. What you are doing is sanctioned by wisdom and sustained by care. You are guarded, chosen ones, now and always, as you continue this sacred journey toward integration and peace. Chosen ones, now that awareness has deepened, truths have been spoken, compassion has flowed, and protection surrounds you, it is time to surrender. Let go. Release the tension you have carried, the worry that lingers, and the need to control what has yet to unfold. Rest is not weakness. It is sacred. It is part of the healing. Tonight, your body, mind, and soul are invited to receive what they need without resistance. As you settle into stillness, breathe slowly and deeply. With each exhale, imagine the weight of fear, doubt, and fatigue leaving your body. With each inhale, feel lightness, safety, and peace returning to you. You do not have to force anything. You do not have to push. Simply allow. Allow the rhythms of night, the quietude of darkness, and the soft presence of your own soul to cradle you. Beloved elect, know that even as your body rests, your spirit remains awake. Healing continues beneath the surface. Memories, emotions, and energy that have waited patiently now have room to rearrange, release, and transform. The shadows you have acknowledged do not vanish. They integrate silently, invisibly, with divine guidance. Your soul listens while you sleep, and your inner self receives exactly what it needs to become whole. You are safe here. No harm can enter this sacred space. Divine protection surrounds you completely, guarding your rest, your dreams, and your inner work. The night is your ally. Darkness is not absence. It is a womb of renewal. Trust that all that is happening within is moving you toward greater clarity, strength, and balance. As you surrender, repeat gently in your mind or heart, I release. I'm safe. I allow healing to unfold. I'm whole even as I rest. Let these words echo softly within. Let them guide you into deeper relaxation. Let your muscles loosen, your thoughts quiet, and your spirit sink into trust. Chosen ones, tonight you give yourself permission to rest fully. There is nothing left undone. There is nothing wrong with taking this time to replenish. Sleep is part of your growth, part of your sacred integration. Allow it to nurture you. When you awaken, even a little, know that the seeds of transformation have been nourished. Breathe, release, trust, rest, elect. Your night is sacred, your sleep is powerful, and your soul is listening. All is well. All is exactly as it should be. Chosen ones, as the night's gentle healing begins to settle within you, it is time to awaken your inner courage and make a sacred commitment. Growth is not accidental. It is not a fleeting thought or wishful desire. It is a deliberate choice, a vow whispered from the heart, and a promise to honor every part of yourself, the light, the shadow, and everything in between. Today you step forward consciously, fully aware of who you are and who you are becoming. Beloved elect, recognize this truth. Integration of your shadows is not an end, it is a beginning. It is the threshold to living with authenticity, clarity, and purpose. You have faced the hidden parts of yourself, named them, embraced them, and allowed compassion to flow. Now you choose to carry that awareness into your daily life. You are no longer bound by avoidance, denial, or fear. You walk with intention. Commitment to growth is a covenant with your soul. It means honoring your needs, protecting your energy, and nurturing your inner wisdom. It requires patience when progress feels slow and courage when challenges arise. There will be moments of resistance, moments when shadows attempt to whisper doubt or fear. In those moments, remember, you have faced your darkness before. You have held your soul with love. You are equipped with understanding, patience, and resilience. Chosen ones, embrace this path with humility and determination. Growth is not perfection. It is persistence. It is the daily decision to act in alignment with your highest self, to make choices that reflect your truth, and to walk gently yet firmly through life's complexities. Each step forward, no matter how small, is an act of sacred power. Each act of self-respect, integrity, and courage strengthens the light within you. As you move forward, let this commitment resonate through every fiber of your being. I choose growth. I choose truth. I embrace all that I am and all that I am becoming. I will walk my path with courage, clarity, and love. Let these words anchor you in purpose and guide your intentions. Beloved elect, this journey is yours to claim. The shadows you have integrated now serve as teachers, your experiences as wisdom, and your heart as a compass. Walk forward with confidence. You are supported, protected, and deeply capable. Growth is no longer a distant hope. It is your daily reality, a sacred practice, and the path of the elect. Beloved elect, now that we have journeyed together through recognition, acceptance, compassion, protection, rest, and commitment, it is time to seal this sacred work with blessing and affirmation. You have met your shadows, honored your inner self, and chosen the path of growth. This is a moment of profound sacredness, a threshold between what was and what is emerging. Stand here fully aware, fully present, and know you are whole, you are powerful, and you are divinely guided. I bless you now, elect. May every shadow you have embraced transform into wisdom, every wound into strength, and every fear into discernment. May your heart be softened by love, your mind be illuminated by clarity, and your spirit remain unshakable in the face of life's challenges. May your presence on this earth ripple with authenticity, courage, and grace, touching all who encounter your light. Sealing this work is an act of sacred intention. As you breathe, imagine a circle of pure light surrounding you. It moves in harmony with your soul, integrating all lessons, all insights, and all experiences you have welcomed during this prayer. This light is protective, nourishing, and affirming. It ensures that what you have released stays released, and what you have embraced remains yours to carry forward in power. This circle is your sanctuary, a container for your growth, and a witness to your courage. Beloved elect, hear this final affirmation. I am whole. I am seen. I am loved. I am guided. I am aligned with the truth of my soul. I am capable of walking with both shadow and light, integrating all that I am with courage and grace. I honor my journey, and I embrace the path that unfolds before me with confidence, clarity, and love. Let these words echo within your being, anchoring themselves deeply in your mind, heart, and spirit. As we close, remember, you are never alone. Divine presence accompanies you at every step. Your inner wisdom is your guide, and your courage is your companion. The work you have begun today continues to unfold, even when you are unaware. Trust in this process. Trust in yourself. Trust in the sacred timing of your journey. Go forth, beloved elect, carrying the blessings, the light, and the strength you have reclaimed. Walk in your truth, honor your growth, and know that the shadows you have met are no longer obstacles. They are the very teachers who have brought you to the fullness of your power. You are the elect, and your path is